I have to record 3 videos for today, not today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Cause Saturday, Sunday, I might have to record more. But just want to record a quick video, right? So, what sense do you think is the most important? Now, I would say touch is the most important sense. Now, you might be wondering, why touch? Well, let's talk about it. First of all, we get unlimited taste, right? The primary use of taste is being able to like decide what you like and whatnot, or like something good. But even then, sometimes it fails. So you could drink poison and think it's good, but not very good. So taste is very it's also probably the one that you can live the best without. Like, of course, you might not be able to taste food, but as someone who can, like, depending on the time of year, I guess, taste food more or less, it really isn't that bad. Like, I wish I could taste food more often, but it's not as bad as, like, I don't know, not to really anybody who have these, but it's not as bad like being, I don't know, blind. But the next one is scent. Scent. Now, I want to say this one actually is pretty decent, right? It helps you keep away from danger. Help you like smell when this smell like coal, gasoline or whatever. So help with scent and being able to detect things that you can't see. But the problem is, some things don't make a scent, and sometimes it's really easy to weaponize it against you, right? Like, unlike taste, where you can just put hot sauce on, that's really it. Like, using your scent and smell isn't really that hard. Especially you want to avoid someone going somewhere. Like, let's just say you want someone to like avoid going into like, I don't know, your garage. Like, if you put rotten eggs around it and just let it sit there, they're probably not gonna go around your yard. But they also help prevent with danger. I just realized I am way off camera. So it's a pretty good pick, but there are some restraints, right? First of all, the biggest thing is you can't navigate with smell. You can try to, but it's not really as effective unless there's a really poignant smell. Now, keep in mind, some animals can do it, but not all together, right? Now, the next one is sight. Reason simply is the most persuasive one. You see it in humans where you can lose sight and like your other senses get enhanced. A quick theory on the reason why is because, let's say, it allows for your brain to have more capacity with other things. So kind of like your body is always more adapted to have like that sense of move. So it's more like how do I put this? It's like your moves, like your body gets strong in other places because it allows it to actually focus more on those, and then even more out when you really kicks in because way more intense. But sight is very useful. You can tell what something is, you'll be able to look at the color and whatnot, but that's not very important. Sight is very useful, but I think there are two that is way more useful than it, right? The next up is hearing. The reason why hearing is below touch is simply because, people can be, once again, not too rude, but like deaf people can live with ease, right? And while blind and deaf people, like they can be in dangerous situations without knowing it, right? It is a lot easier to live with, in my opinion. It's, the next one about live with. But another reason is because technically speaking, your sense of sound, your sense of hearing, is really just touching because your eardrum feel the vibrations. So you think about it, it's really just an alternate form of touch. Really could say this for multiple other things. Maybe eyesight, that's a little bit of a stretch, but since it's touching, like it registers the light waves and absorb them, you could also argue that. Maybe you could argue for taste because you have to touch it to feel the thing and the chemical structure of it to taste it. So really, because it makes up so much, and hearing is just directly derived from touch, it's not useful. Also, keep in mind, hearing above sight because you can use it to travel around. Like, take for instance, bats can really see good at night, but they can still travel during the day using echolocations. So it's not completely bad. And then you also have other creatures who like live in a darker environment and can have really good hearing or sense of touch just by being blind and allowing them to perfectly navigate their surroundings, right? So Why touch? As I just said before, why touch is the most important. Now, as I said before, touch is generally the one that have the most versatility to it, right? And like, take for instance, a lot of the senses that you have kind of rely on touch, like I said, but also touch is probably the easiest one for humans to use, right? Take for instance, when you're blind, you walk around with a cane to touch things, or let's say when you're deaf, you could feel the letters out using the thing. So touch is like a main aspect of making up for other things that you lack. But then also, it's very dangerous if you can't feel, right? Take for instance, I don't know if there's anybody who literally can't feel, but take for instance, if you can't feel pain, right? That can lead to multiple dangerous situations. Like, take for instance, you could get shot, not realize it somehow, and just die. There have been cases of when someone like stubbed their toe, didn't realize how bad it was, or didn't know how they did it, and then they died from it. So, feeling is very important. It also allows for like body regulation because you can feel the temperatures and whatnot. It's a key aspect in a lot of things. But also, a lot of creatures who don't have eyesight go to touch, or who don't have ear can also go to touch. Once again, hearing is essentially just a different form of touching or feeling. So a lot of creatures who like don't rely on sight use touch instead, or feeling instead. So now what I think feeling is the most important one, but I do think it'd be interesting if there's a study about that. I think you could probably do it by like blinding people, have like 3 different levels, like completely deaf, somewhat deaf. Okay.
Don't blow it up and burn it down.
Mm-hmm. That was my t-shirt. What's I saying? Oh. But like you can have it so like you can deprive them of different senses for like a week or a month to see how well they get with it and how easy they can adjust to other things, and does it stay. So like over a year you can test it. Like, okay, does it stay long term? Seem like it. Is the skill transmittable via fake like deafness and whatnot? Seems like it. Like you can do that for a test. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. As I said, in the last video I recorded today, I'm not feeling the best, right? So sorry if my voice is like not raining, like grunchy, but you know. I had to record. I got recorded, I think, 2 more videos, 1 more video at least, right? But let's give a shout out to original 151. Like his gameplay, don't really watch him often as I used to. But he also make great songs. I might have been something drink. And then Zach Star himself, like really funny content. So I highly recommend y'all go watch them. They'll be the first act. I mean, that's always, if I'm happen to be mispronouncing your name, y'all be the first act in the description below. So see y'all next time.